Good evening, everybody. Hi, my name is Tammy Dean. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and thank you for watching my live tonight. If you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is the first time you've ever watched one of my videos, comment 1 in the comments below. If you've seen my videos before, comment 2, and if you're watching replay, comment replay. Anyways, hi Asia, welcome. Hey, we're doing a fun transfer tonight. This isn't one of the new seasons transfers. This is an older transfer. I actually used it, and Asia, you're familiar with this one, but I haven't done it on a live, and I did want to demonstrate the layering effect. So this has got multiple parts to it. It's been used before. These transfers are reusable up to 10 to 12 times if you take care of it. And I had actually made a couple pillowcases as gifts with this, and it made a really cute pillowcase. So hey Selena, thanks for watching. Say hello. Anyway, so tonight we're going to use this older transfer. It's from last season, but it's super duper cute. This was actually, I think this might have been a Club Couture transfer. I'm not sure if you can order this on the site without being... I can't remember if this was a Club Couture or something you can order. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, it's super duper cute. So I wanted to use this tonight and show the layering effect. This is not a Chalk Couture surface, but I also wanted to say, or let you know that you can use all kinds of surfaces with this. It doesn't have to be Chalk Couture surfaces, even though their surfaces are really nice and you know that you're going to get a great turnout with them. Some other surfaces, you're not always going to get the best turnout. The reason I say that is because theirs is treated. A lot of surfaces, even though they're smooth, you need to, depending on what they have, you need to make sure you wax them with the mini wax, and sometimes you have to wax them a couple times, or else you might peel something up, especially if it's just like a wood surface. But this is just a chalkboard that I got on Amazon, and we're going to use this tonight. I have used these in the past, and they tend to do pretty well. So, all right. So when you have a layering transfer, they normally have those numbered for you, so you'll know which one that you need to do first. I'm going to start with the sloth right in the middle, and then we'll surround it with the words afterwards. And I'm just kind of winging this because I really actually depended on, or I decided on doing this one at the very last minute. So as far as my collars and everything, I don't have any of that already figured out, so... Excuse me, I'm just going to kind of wing it. You guys can help me out with that maybe. All right, so the sloth, where's number 1? You have... Number 2. Well... Where's my number 1? Is it the face? I don't see the 1 on here, so. Let's just go for it. Thinking the face can't be number 2. All right. I honestly don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, it was hiding underneath another screen. I honestly didn't see a number 1. I was like, what's going on? I thought for a second I had a piece missing. I was kind of freaking out for a second. Like, I'm going to have to do a whole completely different live. All right. So I want to center this. Hey, Robin, thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping on. We are doing a sloth tonight. No worries, no hurries, no worries transfer from last season. I just want to make sure I leave enough room at the bottom for the no worries. So we put the branch on first. I'm trying to center that up. I think that's pretty good. All right, so I'm going to use just the brown. Now the pillowcases that I did with these at Christmas time, I used ink on them and then heat set it and made it permanent. And of course, we're using chalk on this chalkboard. This is something that if you loved, you could hang. You don't have to treat it or anything. I mean, as long as it's hanging somewhere dry. I mean, even if it's hanging somewhere in your bathroom where it might get some condensation. It's not going anywhere. Unless you're actually scrubbing it off, that's how it's going to come off. But if you decided you did want to make it completely permanent, all you got to do is take a little polyurethane and spray it, and that'll make it permanent. So the chalk can become permanent if you want it to be. Okay, the brown hasn't been used in a little while, so we're going to go ahead and spritz it with a little bit of water and stir. This is the cutest little transfer. I love it. All right. So with this being chalk, now you don't want to do this obviously with ink because then you can't erase it. Oh, hi Carrie, thanks for joining me. But with the chalk, they do have little arrow lineup things that you can do so you'll know where to line up your next transfer. And you can go ahead and chalk that area so, you know, you can line it up well, but then you want to erase that once you're done. But I accidentally did that once with ink, not even really thinking, and you can't remove it. So I just put a couple of leaves over top of it. You couldn't even tell. So it worked out in the end. All right, with the chalk, you want to work a little bit quickly just because you don't want it to dry on you. You have a little bit of time, but if it dries, you can always take a little moist paper towel and lay over top of it and give it a little bit of moisture. But I just try to like kind of work a little bit quickly so I don't have that problem. Okay, once you peel it up, we're gonna go ahead and put that in my water bath. And we're gonna let that dry before we go to the next step, because if we don't, then it's gonna smear that. So we wanna let it dry, but I'm gonna cheat with a little blow dryer here. Doesn't take long, usually. You can always tell whenever it is dry because it gets that chalky looking paste. It's not shiny anymore. So we're going to make sure you put your lid back on your chalk so it doesn't dry out. All right, there's my little pointers. Now I have a hard time lining them up a lot of the times just because, especially on the darker surface, they're really tiny and you can't see them, but I'm going to do my best. I kind of go by how the picture's kind of supposed to look too. Okay. Yeah, I can't see that. I think I got that side, hopefully. Just want to make sure it actually is looking like it's lining up correctly, and I think it is. So let's make sure you smooth that down and get any air bubbles out of that, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do this in the gray, I think. It's a lot different. I mixed a lot of colors whenever I did it with the pillowcases. And I made like the perfect color green for the leaves and everything. So I'm kind of having a hard time deciding what color the leaves I want them to be. Because it's a darker surface. With the pillowcases, they were white. So, you know, like a really cute pale green looked really good. But I don't know if this is too pale and this is too dark. You guys give me your opinion. Honeydew. It's a really light yellowish. I think that might look probably really good. Garden herb. Parakeet. Too bright. And pesto. I think too dark. So I'm kind of torn between these two. What do you guys think? Bright green. So it pops this one. Selena. Let's see. The garden herb. Okay. Those were my two choices. So I'm going to water the gray down. It hasn't been used in a little bit, so we're going to get a little bit of water in there. And give me a stir. It's always cold in this room when I come up here, so I turn the heat on, and then halfway through my live, I am dying. did turn it on low at least this time, so. All right, Selena, we'll go for it. I think that's a good idea. It was between those two for me too, just for the pop effect, I think. So, all right. Guys, make sure you stir this to get a yogurt consistency. That's pretty good right there, y'all. All right. Smooth all bubbles out. All right, here we go. Work kind of quickly. The first time I did this transfer, like I said, I did it, oh, that's the old air bubble. I'm gonna try to smooth that out before it's too far along. I did it on white. Okay, that did smudge just a little bit because I had an air bubble. That's my bad, but that's okay. We'll keep going. But I did it on a white surface and didn't realize that his eyes, you're supposed to do on a black surface so the pupils of his eyes come out. So I had to like take a Sharpie and actually make pupils, but it turned out all right. It really did. It turned out, well, they actually turned out better than all right. They turned out super cute. They made really good Christmas gifts, especially if you're a sloth lover. All right. So we got all of our screen covered there. I'm going to scrape off any excess. I don't have a whole lot of excess on there, I don't think. Scrape it back in the jar. And gradually, slowly peel that off. Okay, a few little smudges, but by the time we're finished, we'll clean it up a little bit and you'll never notice. All right. So, hi Brittany, thanks for watching. Lucy, thanks for joining me tonight. How's everybody doing? If this is the first time you watched one of my lives, type a 1 in the comments below. If you've watched one of my lives before, type a 2. And if you're watching my replay, type replay. Tell me where you're watching from, you guys. So tonight we're doing, it's called the No Hurries, No Worries transfer from last season. And it's, if you're a sloth lover, hang in there and wait for the reveal at the end because it's super duper cute. All right. So they're numbered. Like I said, I'm going to let this dry before I put the next one down. Let's cheat a little bit with our hair dryer. Speed up the process there. If you guys aren't in my VIP group just yet, why don't you hop on over there at some point and join or request to join the VIP group. It's Talk About It with Tammy VIP. That's where all my specials and deals are. You can take advantage of. Sometimes I try to do weekly specials, monthly specials, but jump on over there. We have try to have a lot of fun over there. So anything that you see on this site, any project you have, I personalize a lot of things. Just PM me if you're interested in anything and we can work something out. So Farmington. Oh, hi, Selena. Yes, I know where you're at. Bridgeport. Cool. Awesome. You guys are close by. Good. That's awesome. I do host Make and Takes if anybody's interested. You host a party and you have 4 people, or I'm sorry, if you have at least 5 people come to your party, excluding yourself, then you get your project for free. So if you're interested in hosting a Make and Take party, it's a lot of fun, you guys. It doesn't take a long time. You just need maybe an hour, hour and a half of your evening or Saturday afternoon. And it is a good time and you get to keep the project that you make. So it's super fun. PM me if you're interested in doing something like that. Okay, so we got this dry and we're going to go to the next phase. This is called layering, you guys. There's multiple phases to this and we layer over top of different parts of the transfer. Sorry, I feel like I have a little tickle in my throat there. Okay, so we're going with the third layer here. Just line it up with his little face there. Smooth it out and be sure to get all air bubbles out. You don't want any air bubbles because it seeps in and under that screen there, which makes it kind of smudge and smear. So we're going to go with the fawn on his face. Selena, you got one of your boys watching with you tonight? Oh, second time watching. I get it. I'm sorry. Or it's, you've watched before. I get it. Sorry. At first I thought you meant there was 2 from Farmington watching. I'm a dork. What a ditz. I was born a blonde. No offense to blondes out there. I love blondes. Wish I would have stayed a blonde. Blonde doesn't work on me now. I've tried though. But I can be somewhat of a ditz at times. All right. Get that off there. All right. So let's go with fawn on the face. Alrighty, there we go. And let's peel that off. Super cute. Oh, look at that, you guys. So far, that is looking adorbs. What do y'all think? What do you think? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. Cyrus is at Jujitsu, Dayton is sleeping, it's just me and the fur. Aw. Well, shout out to Cyrus and Dayton. Next time, maybe they can watch with you. Shout out to the fur babies too. I love your fur babies. Aww. All right, next we are going to go ahead and do his little cute little paws. I think I'm going to do those in fawn. I should have kept the thing. I'm going to do those in fawn also. For lack of another, because black's not going to work. Not on a black surface. So we want to just line this up best we can. See which way this goes. Nope, nope. So tiny. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Air bubbles out. Already stuck my squeegee in, so I'm just going to use a tiny little spatula for this one. Which doesn't work quite as well, but for little tiny surfaces, it's really all you need. They're just kind of harder plastic. They don't conform as easily as the rubber ones. Make sure you get all that screen covered, you guys. No, you don't want to see any of that screen. Oops, and I see that I smeared his face just a tiny bit. All right, there we go. Time to do the, let's dry his paws first, sorry. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do the leaves. Okay, make sure that's dry, looking good. And see how does this line up? Maybe this way? Nope. Perfect. All right, we decided to go with the, not the parakeet too bright, the garden herb. Try to make it pop a little bit. That's already a really good consistency, so I don't need to sprinkle any water in that. All right. Today I was thinking walking up to the barn, Selena, because it was raining again, that we are going to need, somebody's going to need to start building an ark. I feel like we've had 40 days and 40 nights of rain, honestly. I really feel that way. We did have, what, half of a beautiful day on Sunday and okay sort of day yesterday. Okay. Oh, yeah, you were right, Selena. That's a perfect color. Super pretty. I love it. Love it. All right. Water bath. You go in the water bath and add a few down here. While that's drying over there, we'll go ahead and add this. I love this transfer. It's so cute. This is about the 5th time using it, I believe. Which is what's so cool about these transfers is they are reusable, you guys. You can use them over and over again and create all kinds of different projects. So, thank you. It does. It's a beautiful color. Good choice. All right, so that looks almost dry, but I don't want to take the chance. So let's... All right. Go ahead and add these. But what I was saying is, yeah, these transfers are reusable. You can make multiple. I mean, you can make at least 10 or so projects out of these as long as you take care of them. So if you're a crafter, you can get one transfer and make 10 projects out of it. Perfect. Oh my goodness, so cute, so cute. All right, so now we need to add the word. I'm going to clean this up just a tad. There are a few smudges here, but you can go back over it after we're done. We're completely done, and then we would want to just kind of touch up, but it's super cute. Okay, I'm going to erase those. I'm going to erase those little crosshairs that show you how to line the transfers up. And then we'll add the words. Like I said, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, guys. So if you want to make this something that you can hang on your wall and just keep it there, you don't have to do anything to it. Just hang it there. It's not going anywhere until you tell it to. And once you're ready to change it up, a little bit of water and elbow grease takes it right off there. But otherwise, it's staying. It's not going anywhere. And if you decide you do want to make it completely permanent, a little bit of polyurethane spray. Spray it, and it's a couple times maybe, and it's permanent. It's not going anywhere. Okay. So we're about done. We're just going to add the words. Next question is, what color do we want the words to be in? Didn't think about that. Let's close up the green. Maybe I'll leave it open in case we... Okay, guys, look at this and tell me, what color do you want the words to be? Should I do just the fawn? Should I do a lighter green? Should I do the same color green? I have a fig I could add, but I'm thinking that might be a little dark. Or I could do another color. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? Welcome to my live. Say hello. Tell me if this is the first time you've been jumping on one of my lives. Type a 1 if you are. If you watched before, type a 2. Anyways, we're trying to decide what color to do the words. I'm thinking maybe fawn. Does anybody have any thoughts? Or we could do a completely different color, like a yellow. Or thinking I'm just going to go with the fawn. I do like the green, but yeah, I'm just going to go with the fawn, I believe. All right, so close up the paste that you're not using so it doesn't dry out. And let's line up the first words. Up here at the top it says no hurries. I'm just going to eyeball it. Looks pretty good. Let's lower it just a little bit. All right, you guys, smooth it out. Make sure there's no air bubbles. This has already been stirred, so it should be pretty good. Make sure you get all that screen covered. Make sure there's no black showing through, guys. That's your screen right there. That's what the paste is going to go through, that screen. And that's the only thing you're going to see once you pull this up. All right. Scrape off the excess, put it back in the jar, and fill up your transfer. Very cute. Ooh, yikes. Okay, I made it smudge a little bit, but cute. I'm thinking my font has been watered down just a tad too much. And oh, cool. You love sloths too. I know a lot of people that really, really love sloths. I think they're adorable. It's not one of my favorite. No offense to anybody, but I do love them. But I don't know. I have things like horses are more my favorite. And I love sea turtles. Sea turtles are my favorite. Yeah, I think this paste was watered down just slightly too much. That's why it's really important to get the right consistency. You want it like a smooth yogurt. But you can see where it's given just a little bit of, I don't know, maybe you can't, a little bit of air bubbles, like a rough look, more of a rough look than a smooth look. Once it dries, that kind of smooths out a little bit. You don't notice it as much. But that is why that is happening, is it's a little bit more moist than I prefer. But that happens. It's still going to look super duper cute. Yeah, Tammy Couture is probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. I enjoy it so much. So much. Just everything about it. I love creating, and this makes it very easy to do. I love the make and takes. The make and takes are super fun. Oh my gosh, it's so fun showing people how to use it and their reaction to it, because every time, their reaction every single time is the same. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Because it is. It's super cool. And if you guys are local and you know a group of girls or friends or family that would enjoy this, PM me and we can schedule a make and take for everybody. Like I said, it only takes about an hour and a half of your time tonight to get together and just have a really good time. And you get to create something that you can take home with you and be proud of. And it's super fun. Super fun, super easy. Anybody can do this. All right. Yes, anybody can do this. Even kids get into it. I know a lot of kids that love it. They come to a lot of my make and takes with their moms, and I always offer little mini projects for them to do, and the little mini transfers and mini surfaces, and they have the best time. Hi Nicole, hi Sarah. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is the first time you've seen one of my lives, type a 1 in the comments if you would. If you've seen my lives before, type a 2. And if you're watching on replay, just type a replay in the comments for me, okay? But anyways, if you guys haven't joined my VIP group yet, this is where you can get special deals and discounts. Right now, I have a deal on my Club Couture. If you join Club Couture by the end of February, you will receive a free 9x12 Couture Grayson boutique board for free. It's a $19.99 value. It's a really good deal, you guys. It's reusable, so every time you get your subscription, in the mail. You just wash off the one from the last time and put on the new one. And that's what's great about Club Couture. Nothing's permanent unless you absolutely want it to be permanent. If you want it to be permanent, then you spray it with a little polyurethane and it's permanent. If you don't want it to be permanent, you can make it last for a year and decide you're ready to change it up. A little bit of elbow grease and water, and it's right off of there, you guys. Now, I did get a new tool. I haven't unpacked all my things yet, but I did get a new tool that Chalk Couture offers, and it's a scraper, so you don't have to use the elbow grease to get off your chalk. You can just kind of scrape it off. Haven't used that yet. I'm going to use it in my next live because I'm kind of excited to try it out. I've seen a video where somebody else did it, and it looks amazing. So I don't know, the little bit of elbow grease doesn't bother me, but I don't know, might make life a little bit quicker and faster to clean up. But anyways, you guys, what do you think? Thank you for joining my live tonight. If you love sloths, you'll see that this is just absolutely adorable. Anything that you see on my business page that I have created is available. Just PM me if you're interested in it. I do some personalization also if you're interested in something like that. And like I said, if you haven't joined my VIP group, jump on over to Chalk About It with Tammy VIP group and request to join, and then you can take advantage of some of the specials and deals that I offer. And we just are a small group of people who goof off and like to have fun, play games and things like that. So anyways, join me, guys. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, it's Chalkaholic_Tammy. So go to Instagram and follow me on Instagram too, please. I really appreciate it. Guys, support your local small businesses. It's very important that you do. And I'm gonna say goodnight for tonight, and thank you for joining me. And I'll try to come at, might be going out of town this weekend, so my live on Friday night might not happen, depends on the weather. But if we are not out of town, I will try to hop on Friday night as another live. So anyways, for tonight, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna say, be kind, share love, and God bless. Good night, all.